If you've heard about Hedera, you've probably heard that they use a different technology than other blockchains, which they call Hashgraph. But what is a Hashgraph consensus algorithm, and what makes HBAR such a great investment? Hello guys, and welcome to Blockchain Investments. Hedera is a green open source public ledger with faster transactions per second than literal Visa, with stats looking like this: 0.001 cost and 0.503 kilowatts per transaction. It's easy to see why these guys are trying to knock Visa and MasterCard off the throne and handle the daily card transactions. The Hedera Governing Council is an elected group of leading global organizations supporting and working on the network. And I mean, look at some of the names we have here. We have Google, IBM, Deutsche Telekom, Ubisoft, and LG, and the list just goes on. So, before we get into their unique way of running their blockchain with their own Hashgraph consensus, it's pretty important that we watch this video to get an understanding of the basics.
Hedera Hashgraph is a public distributed ledger that maintains the highest standards of performance, fairness, and security for decentralized applications at internet scale. Hashgraph is the underlying consensus algorithm that achieves high performance and absolute finality. So how does Hashgraph actually work? Suppose we want to create a type of auction that, unlike traditional auctions, is able to operate without a central authority controlling and managing a ledger of transactions. Instead, we want all participating parties to publicly maintain a distributed ledger on their computers, which we call nodes. We need a way to ensure that every node can reach consensus on the current state of the ledger and the exact order of incoming transactions. We also need a way to ensure that bad actors cannot inappropriately manipulate the system. Within the Hashgraph framework, the nodes share information with one another via a gossip protocol, such that news of new transactions spreads through the community quickly and with resilience to any small number of nodes being offline. To share transactions with the community, a data structure containing a payload of those transactions, a timestamp, a digital signature, and 2 hashes pointing to earlier gossip structures is created. The sharing of this information is a concept unique to Hashgraph called gossip about gossip. The nodes are not just sharing what, they're also sharing who and when. This trail of information means each node knows what another node knows, when they found out about it, and who they found out about it from. This allows the nodes to locally engage in a virtual voting protocol unique to Hashgraph. Without communicating with one another and consuming bandwidth, mathematically rigorous voting algorithms are used by each node to agree on the order of transactions, and so how to apply them to change the state. In order to achieve a decentralized market, we need the ability to order ultra-high transaction volumes in real time. Only Hashgraph can guarantee performance, security, and fairness for these types of distributed applications. Best thing.
Great, so let me simplify it. Stay with me here. You want to make a transaction. You send a couple of HBAR to your friend Joe. This message gets sent to a random node, and in the message there is your digital signature, a timestamp of when it was received, what you're transferring, and 2 hashes. 1 hash is the last message you as a node made, and the other hash is the last message you received. Now, there are 2 nodes with your transaction information, including 2 hashes, but it doesn't stop there. The 2 nodes now each send it again to another random node. Now there are 4, then 8, and it just keeps growing exponentially. That's how they keep the data and transaction history insanely secure. You're not going to be able to hack into one of these messages and change the transaction because hundreds, maybe thousands of other nodes also have that exact transaction information with a timestamp on it. Still here? Good, because the use cases for Hedera are insane. You can build exchanges, NFT marketplaces, have your identity stored decentralized, and even build a currency for your own little ecosystem, powered by their low transaction fees. It's safe to say that the technology Hedera has built is some of the best around for handling payments and storing data in a secure manner. And if you ask me, I think this is going to pop off in the next bull run, but of course, none of this is financial advice, and you should always do your own research. Hedera is probably the greenest blockchain out there, and you don't even have to compare them to any of the other cryptos. I mean, you can just take a look at Visa. They literally make 1,000 the amount of kilowatt per transaction than Hedera does. So that just baffles me, to be honest. Anyway, that's been it for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching, or at least learned something. I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe, but most importantly, let me know what your thoughts on HBAR is down in the comments, cause I love to chat back and forth with you guys about these cryptos, and as always, try not to get rug pulled till I see you in the next one, will ya?